High school sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Bangor, Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street, Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Hidden Meadows Golf Course in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Heroes is the place to be. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-BEAR. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's education for 56 years. Ticket TV is also brought to you by Darling's Auto Group, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Doors Equipment Company, Union Street Towing, Pushaw Energy, The Fitch Company, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place, Hillside Athletics, UMaine Early College, Bangor Tire Company, Old Town Redemption Center, Pat's Pizza in Hampden, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Traditions Golf Course, North Star Waste and Recycling, Bar Harbor Hannaford, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Hopkins Energy, Coastal Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, and Thomas College. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Bordick Park here at Hampden Academy, and welcome to high school baseball on Ticket TV. Tonight we feature a Class A North matchup between the visitors from Brewer High School and the homestanding Hampden Academy Broncos. Welcome in to the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark. Happy to have you with us at 929theticket.com or on your ticket app. And this is the pregame show. It's brought to you by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's number one driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. So the Witches come in with a record of 7-7. The Broncos are 8-6 entering this ball game here tonight as we head down the home stretch, Ernie, in the regular season. The postseason looming later next week.
Yeah, both these teams have tonight's game.
All right, Ernie. We're not hearing you like we should. That's why you and I should talk. That's because you're not. There you go.
There you go. You just got to turn the switch on, I guess. These teams play each other tonight, have one more game early next week, and that is it for the regular season. You see the standings. Mount Ararat, clear number one at this point, 12-2. They've been beating up everybody pretty much, including Brewer last night. They beat the Witches 4-1 over at Hedrick Field. A good competitive game for the Witches, but not enough offense to pull out the win. Hampden Academy 8-6. They beat Brewer in the earlier meeting this season over at Hedrick Field. It was a 4-0 count back on the 17th of May. Josh Lorenzo with a 3-run double in the bottom of the third to key that victory behind Bodie Bishop, who pitched a complete game, 103 pitches, 7 strikeouts, and just 4 hits allowed in a shutout performance. Bishop will be pitching again tonight against Brewer. Brewer will go with Caden Morin, Jr., who does a lot of catching for the Witches, but he's also one of their better pitchers. And Hampden Academy right now 5 heel points behind number 4 Oxford Hills. That's important because 4 gets a home game in the quarterfinals. 8 teams make the playoffs. The top 4 get to host the quarterfinals. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are on the road. And Brewer in 7th place. They're in 7th place. Mesalonsky has moved ahead of them now, but battle there for 6, 7, and 8. And there is a gap between 8 and 9 between Brunswick and Skowhegan of about 19 points, heel points, I should say. So, for the most part,
could be your field.
Yeah, could be. You could be looking at your top 8 right now.
High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by Greenway Equipment Sales. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. And our coverage of high school sports here on Ticket TV, also brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer and Main Street in Bangor and Union Street in Bangor as well. Let's take a look at the rosters for these two baseball programs. We'll start with the visitors from Brewer High School, led by Dana Corey.
Yeah, veteran coach and fairly veteran team with 10 seniors on the roster, 4 juniors and 2 sophomores, which is looking to get back in the tournament. Jake Perry, the leadoff hitter and center fielder, has been kind of a stable presence at the top of the lineup for the Witches, as well as a strong presence defensively in the outfield.
And for the Hampden Academy Broncos, another veteran coach, John Perry, former Bronco. Dana Corey, obviously a former Brewer Witch.
Yes, each coaching at their alma mater. Coach John Perry played at the University of Maine, and Dana Corey played some professional baseball. Hampden Broncos, 9 seniors, so really both these teams pretty veteran in scope. 5 juniors and 2 sophomores under John Perry, and we mentioned the pitching, but Kason Wildman, senior leading hitter for the Broncos throughout the season, batting .455 coming in to tonight's game with 5 doubles, 15 RBIs, a home run, 10 runs scored, 7 for 7 on stolen bases. He bats third in the Hampden batting order and will be a catalyst for whatever the Broncos can amass offensively.
And our roster is brought to you by Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. Coverage here of high school baseball, softball, and lacrosse on Ticket TV. Also brought to you by Levesque Business Solutions. Your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture is Levesque Business Solutions. Call them at 942-2226 or visit LevesqueSupply.com. High school sports on Ticket TV, also presented by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. All right, we'll take our first time out here in the Northeast Driving School pregame show. When we come back, we'll take a look at the program histories for the Witches and the Broncos right here on Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
We've got your truck at Darling's Bangor Ford. Right now, Darling's has lots of trucks and lots of great deals. Mavericks, Rangers, Lightnings, dozens of F-150s, and powerful workhorses of the Ford Super Duty line. Our staff will find the perfect truck for you. Whether you're buying a new truck for the family, work, or fun, we've got your truck at Darling's Bangor Ford. You'll do better at Darling's.
Back here at Bordick Park at Hampden Academy. Great to have you with us here on Ticket TV at 929theticket.com or on your Ticket app. High school sports on Ticket TV. Presented in part by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Time to take a look at the program histories, and we'll start with the Brewer Witches. Program histories brought to you by Doors Equipment Company.
They say state championship in Class B in 2018, regional championships, 4 of them counting the one they won with the state championship. Previous ones in 84, 88, and then in 2008 last year, made it to the semifinals, upset. Number 8 Brewer upset number 1 Hampden behind Grady Vanessa, 1-0 in the quarterfinals. After Hampden had gone 15-1 during the regular season, but fell to Bangor in the semifinals. See, Brewer just a little up and down there, 7-9, 14-2, 7-9 the last 3 seasons, and they're kind of back on that same plane this year with a 7-7 record with games left against Hampden, the 4 seed, and Bangor next Monday, the 2 seed, to finish out that regular campaign.
We'll have that game on Ticket TV on Monday from Mansfield Stadium. Now let's turn our attention to the home team here tonight, playing on the natural grass and dirt here at Bordick Park.
Still looking for the first state title. Again, 15-1 in the last year, in the last regular season, and 8-6 so far this year. Regional title in 1985. Lost to Brewer in the quarterfinals, as we mentioned earlier. Pretty solid effort the last couple of years. 15-1 last year, 11-5, 2023, and then a 500 record in 2022. And 8-6 here with a couple of games left. They have this game tonight, and then they host Herman, one of the better teams in Class B North, back here at Bordick Park next Tuesday at 7 o'clock.
And we'll be here for that one as well. Do want to mention we have two games for you here tonight from Hampden Academy. The softball game also on Ticket TV as well. That game being played behind us on the turf here at Hampden Academy. We'll take another break here in the Northeast Driving School pregame show. Coming up next, we'll get Ernie's keys to the game, the starting lineups. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
Maine football's purpose and belief are represented in the One Direction arrow. The arrow is a reminder that it takes all of us working together to be the best. Black Bear Nation, join us as we work in one direction towards victory. One team, one state, one direction.
Welcome back to the final segment of the Northeast Driving School pregame show as we prepare you for tonight's matchup between the Brewer Witches and the Hampden Academy Broncos. High school baseball here on Ticket TV, Class A North baseball battle here in Hampden Academy. Our coverage presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, 240 West Old Town Road in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. And let's check in on the Darlings' keys to the game. Ernie, what do you got here as we, again, head down the home stretch in the regular season?
Well, Brewer has got to find a way to score some runs. They did not score against Hampden in the earlier meeting, lost 4-0 back on the 17th of May. They've scored only 39 runs in 14 games this year, which is 2.8 per contest. Places a lot of pressure on your defense, for one thing, because you can't give up any cheap runs. And they've only scored 7 runs in their last 6 games, including and 4 of those came against MDI on Wednesday when they won 4-2. This is their 3rd game in 3 days. Beat MDI on Wednesday. Lost to Mount Ararat on Thursday, yesterday, 4-1. So they've got to figure out, and they've scored 2 runs or less in 8 of their 14 games. So that's the key for Brewer, to try to get runners on base, see if they can make some manufacturing happen. For Hampden, they like to just break the game open a little bit. They played in 6 one-run games this year, have only won 1 of them. So they would like to have an outcome more like the first meeting of the season when they get on top 3-0 in the 3rd inning against Brewer, and then cruise to the 4-0 win behind Bodie Bishop. But 1-5 in one-run games, so it gets close late. That doesn't bode well for the Broncos.
All right, thank you, Ernie, for those keys. They're brought to you by Darlings in Bangor, Ellsworth, and Newport. With a great selection and great service, they're ready to put you behind the wheel. Visit darlings.com or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings. All right, time now for the starting lineups for today's ball game. Ernie, I'll let you deliver those to the fans out there.
Okay. Well, since Brewer's coming up in the top of the first, I'll give you their batting order first. Number 11, Jake Perry, the center fielder. Number 10, Caden Moran, the pitcher. Number 14 for Logan Littlefield, the shortstop, 1 through 3. Blake Littlefield, number 24, the second baseman, batting cleanup, followed by number 1, Anderson Clifford, the first baseman. And number 4, Thomas Pelkey, the left fielder, in the bottom 3 in the order. Number 3, Dylan Netto in right field. Number 32, catcher Parker Bouchard. And number 2, third baseman, Aiden Barnard. And defensively for the Hampden Academy Broncos, from left to right in the outfield, number 10, Aiden Halsey in left, number 20, Gavin Monyock in center, and number 3, Ashton O'Rourke in right field. Josh Lorenzo, number 1, the third baseman. Andrew Cody, number 4, the shortstop. Second baseman, Nixon Moores, number 6. And at first base is number 12, Kason Wildman. Catching is Rogan Lord, number 11, for right-hander Bodie Bishop, number 17, the starting pitcher for the Hampden Academy Broncos.
All right, let's take a quick look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. Again, we've got 2 games going on simultaneously here at Hampden Academy tonight. Softball matchup across the way on the turf. You can catch that one at 929theticket.com or on your ticket app as well. And then on Monday from Bangor High School, we will have some softball. Those games are at Bangor all season long, looking at the schedules and it never made sense to me, but we went with it because it never changed. But they had the games at Brewer, but they have already played at Brewer earlier this season. So those games will be at Bangor High School with the softball game, and Mansfield Stadium with the baseball game. Got those for you on Ticket TV, and then another softball, baseball double play for you on Ticket TV coming up on Tuesday when the Herman Hawks come here to Hampden Academy. High school sports on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. And we're also brought to you by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader for 54 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good, and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And very quickly, let's take a look at our upcoming live events on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket as the 2 teams are introduced here at Hampden Academy. Red Sox trying to find a win in Atlanta. Pre-game show coming up at underway. Will Fleming has already uttered several thousand words at this point. And then on Saturday, afternoon. Red Sox at Braves, Knicks at Pacers, game number 6 in Indiana. Let's go Pacers and that thing. And then on Sunday, Red Sox and Braves, Yankees at Dodgers. All right, that is going to do it for the Northeast Driving School pregame show. When we come back, we'll have the first pitch. It's the Brewer Witches and the Hampden Academy Broncos from Bordick Park. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
We've got your truck at Darling's Bangor Ford. Right now, Darling's has lots of trucks and lots of great deals. Mavericks, Rangers, Lightnings, dozens of F-150s, and powerful workhorses of the Ford Super Duty line. Our staff will find the perfect truck for you. Whether you're buying a new truck for the family, work, or fun, we've got your truck at Darling's Bangor Ford. You'll do better at Darling's.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped. Get sold. Next Home Experience.
And we are set for some baseball here tonight at Hampden Academy. We've got some sunny skies right now. Lights will take effect here shortly as we are approaching the longest day of the year here, Ernie, in a few weeks.
Yeah, what is it, about the 21st?
It's a good thing, but then it's kind of sad when it's over.
Then we're heading back toward winter again.
We're going in the wrong direction at that point.
Yeah, we don't lose much sunlight or daylight for a few days after that long day, but before you know it, it's December 2nd.
Don't say it. High school baseball on Ticket TV brought to you by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. Our coverage also brought to you by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade at 105 Main Street in Bangor. We'll give you the Bronco defense. At first base, Kason Wildman. Second baseman is Nixon Moores. Manning the shortstop position, Andrew Cody. Over at the hot corner, Josh Lorenzo. Left to right in the outfield for Coach John Perry, Aiden Halsey, Gavin Moniak, and Ashton O'Rourke. Behind the plate, Rogan Lord working with Bodie Bishop. We saw Bodie pitch against Bangor right here at Bordick Park earlier this season, and he was very impressive in that Bronco win.
Yeah, saw him beat Brewer as well. Bishop 4-1 on the season, 7 games. This will be his 7 games pitched. This will be his 7th start as relieved once, 34 innings, just 21 hits allowed, and 6 earned runs over that time. 1.24 ERA, 41 Ks, and 20 walks, as he has been the ace of the Broncos staff.
Due up here in the first inning for the Brewer Witches, center fielder Jake Perry, followed by the pitcher Caden Morin, and then the shortstop Logan Littlefield against the dealings of Bodie Bishop. Bill Patterson, our umpire behind the plate here tonight.
Veteran arbiter.
With a capital V.
Yes. Brian Artis on the base paths. A couple of old Penquist Leaguers.
There you go.
Number 11, Jake Perry.
All right, Perry in the box, Bishop standing tall on the hill. And our first pitch comes at 7:07 here at Bordick Park. We are underway. It's down and away to Jake Perry for ball 1.
Hampden comes into this game having lost 2 in a row for the first time this year. Both one-run decisions. We talked about the 1-5 record in one-run games. Lost to Bangor 4-3 in 10 innings back on the 22nd. And earlier this week, lost 6-5 at Mount Blue. Mount Blue scoring the winning run in the bottom of the 7th over in Farmington. A couple of tough losses there.
Bishop, a couple fastballs, one up in the zone, a swing and a miss by Perry, and that one above the strike zone. So it's 2-1 on the leadoff batter in this ball game. Bishop, the kick. Here's his 2-1 pitch, and a cut on and miss. Count is even to Perry.
Remember that game against Bangor? I think he started out fastball heavy the first time around, then went more to the breaking ball as the game went along.
And that fastball upstairs, full count to the leadoff batter. Lorenzo at third, just about even with the bag. Outfield shading Perry a little bit towards right field, and that's called strike three. Good location with that fastball from Bodie Bishop. Perry caught looking for out number one.
Yeah, outside corner up in the strike zone and froze Perry, and one up, one down via the strikeout for Bodie Bishop.
Here's Caden Morin, pitcher for the Witches. Also a solid catcher for Brewer. Digging into that right-handed batter's box. Bodie's pitch, a breaking pitch, and it's in there for a strike.
I think I might have said Morin was a junior. He's actually a senior. One of the 10 for Dana Corey's club.
Another breaking pitch. This one misses down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike to Caden. Sun setting off to our left. Lights have been on from the get-go here. That one up and in. 2-1 now. Stuck on the side of the road, Union Street Towing has you covered 24/7 statewide. From breakdowns to lockouts, they'll get you moving fast. Call 942-4200. Union Street Towing, driven to be there when you need them the most. 2-1 on the way, and it misses high. So Bishop already with 10 pitches thrown in this one.
And a couple 3-ball counts of the first 2 batters.
He's ready with the 3-1, and that's going to miss outside, ball 4. So a strikeout and a walk to start the ball game. Good take there by Caden Moore, and he's on at first base. And Logan Littlefield, the shortstop, striding to the plate.
Number 14, Logan Littlefield.
Dimensions here at Bordick Park, 310 down the lines, 357 to the gaps, 388 straightaway center field.
Littlefield had a couple of hits yesterday in that loss to Mount Ararat, double and a single.
Here's the pitch to Logan. That one's in at the knees. Outer half of the strike zone, 0-1. Just underway here at Bordick Park. A fine evening for baseball. We do have a breeze, which you may be able to hear in our crowd mic. It's been blowing out towards left field, towards the scoreboard out there. This is chopped to the right side. Moores fields it after a few hops. He'll flip to Wildman for the out. Advancing into scoring position is Caden Morin, but he's there with 2 outs.
Yeah, ball not hit hard. Good concentration there by Moores, the shortstop, as the runner went in front of him, and about the same time the ball came to him, but stayed with it, got the sure out at second base, and at first base, excuse me, but now 2 outs with a runner in scoring position.
From one Littlefield to another, Blake Littlefield, cleanup batter, second baseman, standing in now against Bodie Bishop. And late on that fastball was Blake Littlefield, strike 1. Well, a 2-out hit here for Brewer would be enormous with the way their offense has been
just to
going.
Get a run on the board, yes, indeed.
Got some room on the right side of the diamond. Moore's pinching towards second base, trying to keep that runner close. Here's the pitch, and that's drilled in there, 0-2.
I think if you're Dana Corey and the ball gets to the outfield, you're going to probably send Perry from second and take a chance to get that run across. Pretty good speed out there as well, though, so that might make the task a little bit easier.
Curveball dropped in there, strike 3, 3 pitches. All of them strikes to Blake Littlefield. That'll do it for Brewer. They strand a runner at second base. No hits for the Witches, no errors for the Broncos after a half inning. Brewer, 0. Hampden Academy coming to the plate on Ticket TV.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
We are back here at Hampden Academy, Bordick Park, high school baseball on Ticket TV. Brewer kept off the board in the top half of the first inning. Hampden Academy coming to the plate here in the bottom half, due up for the Broncos. Andrew Cody, their shortstop, Ashton O'Rourke, their right fielder, and Kason Wildman, the first baseman for Coach John Perry. Today's game brought to you in part by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Give you the Brewer defense. At first base, Anderson Clifford. Blake Littlefield at second base. Logan Littlefield, the shortstop. Aiden Barnard manning the hot corner for Coach Dana Corey. Left to right for the Witches in the outfield. Thomas Pelkey, Jake Perry, and Dylan Netto. And behind the plate, it's Parker Bouchard working with Caden Morin on the mound. I don't think I've seen Caden pitch for Brewer.
I don't think I have either. A hard thrower.
Yes.
Going to rely primarily on the fastball. Even the breaking pitch is thrown pretty hard. For the senior right-hander. No, I don't think I've seen him pitch either.
This game very black and white, Ernie. Brewers in the all-black uniforms and Hampden in the home whites.
This is maybe, hard to say, but this is Brewer's third consecutive game, so you're getting down the rotation. Blake Littlefield pitched a good game for him yesterday, but took the loss, gave up just one earned run in 6 innings. We'll see how Morin does here this evening.
All right. Caden, bit of an old-fashioned wind-up there, going above his head, and he misses inside, ball 1. Am I watching Gaylord Perry, Ernie?
Well, he didn't go to his mouth yet.
Hasn't touched his hat, his glove, his neck.
That's Blake Littlefield yesterday. 6 innings, 4 runs, but just 1 earned. Struck out 10, walked 3. Zach Arnold pitched the 7th inning. A scoreless 7th for Brewer in that 4-1 loss.
Morin's 2-0 pitch is going to miss outside. 3 balls and no strikes to the leadoff batter, Andrew Cody.
I think Hammond's already figured out that patience may serve them well here at the plate.
And Morin gets the call there. That one grabbing the black on the outer part of that strike zone. 3-1. Morin peering over his glove. Now into that windup. His 3-1 pitch. And that one, no doubter. Right down the heart of the strike zone. Full count. Morin ready with the payoff pitch. Here it comes, and just a piece there by Cody off the mitt of Bouchard, so the count remains full to Andrew Cody. Our ball game today brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. Another payoff, breaking pitch, and it's left high. A bit inside as well, ball 4. Cody down to first. Broncos have their leadoff man on. And it's going to bring up the right fielder, Ashton O'Rourke.
Ashton O'Rourke.
Cody, a threat to steal. 12 of 12 on the base pass this year.
And that went up and away. Good snare there by the Brewer backstop, Bouchard. No math genius, Ernie, but I think that's pretty good. 12 for 12.
Yes, yes. I was hoping you were going to confirm that because I wasn't sure myself.
There he goes. Up and away. Quick release by Bouchard. Throw on the money, but too late. Just a great jump over there by the base runner, Cody. Watching Bouchard in the pregame warm-ups, infield for the Witches, and he does have a very quick release, and he had some very accurate throws down to second base, as well as that one.
Yeah, that one was right on. It's just he had to go up and get it, and the time that took was all that Cody needed.
Swing and a miss. Good hard one there from Morin. 2-1 to O'Rourke. Morin the long set. Caden fires, and O'Rourke again late on the fastball. You can see that Morin has a very good fastball. He's trying to harness it here early in this ball game.
Just can't rush his delivery. Try to keep it as compact as possible. Take advantage of that velocity.
Here's the pitch, and that one's in there. Outside corner, called strike 3. So after the leadoff walk, the stolen base by Cody, and the at-bat for O'Rourke. Morin comes back and gets the strikeout. And here is Kason Wildman. First baseman for the Broncos, able to check the swing.
He's not going to be able to. They asked for an appeal, but he's standing right behind the pitcher. There's not going to be much of an angle to change that.
Here's the pitch, and Wildman, a bit of a three-quarter swing there. Had second thoughts halfway through.
Yeah, realized he had no chance of catching up to that one. Too late, though.
1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled straight back, just off to our left.
Morin brought that pitch down to the center of the strike zone, and Wildman had a whack at it. I mentioned he's batting .455 for the Broncos this season.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the number 3 batter in the Bronco lineup. Morin now will step off. Cody, the runner at second base. Morin staring at the base runner, now looking back once again, now coming plateward, breaking pitch, slammed to first, and a tricky hop over the right shoulder of Clifford into right field, rounding third, and heading for home is Cody. He will score standing. It's an RBI base hit for Kason Wildman, and the Broncos lead at 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning.
Well, Brewer a little unlucky there. Took a hop, natural turf here. Watch this hop goes right over the top of Anderson Clifford's glove. Of course, Kason Wildman plays a lot of first base, so he knows what's going on there in the ground over there. I don't know if he set anything up or not. I'm sure he didn't, but took advantage of the situation, and Cody scores easily from second base to give Hampden the early lead.
Gavin Monyock, the center fielder, at the plate now with Wildman at first after his RBI base hit.
Got a stat for you on Gavin Monyock.
Okay.
As soon as I say it, remember
breaking pitch is in there.
About.
Good curveball there from Morin. Well, that game he had at Old Town, I don't think I'll ever see that again.
I believe he's been hit 12 times by pitches this year, including 4 in that game.
4 in that game.
8 is quite a few for the rest of them.
Breaking pitch high and inside, throw down a second, quick tag, and out at second base is going to be Wildman. Went in with a head-first slide, bang-bang play, but that is out number 2.
That's a heck of a play there by Parker Bouchard, the catcher.
He has been impressive. So 1 stolen base for the Broncos. They are 1 for 2. Wildman caught stealing for the second out. Now Morin back to the windup, and this one is chopped back towards the pitcher, charging in along the first base line, scoops it underhanded to Clifford for out number 3. Broncos pick up a run after 1 here at Bordick Park. 1-0 Hampden Academy on Ticket TV.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for number 2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime, That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Back here at Hampden Academy, Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. 1-0 Hampden Academy. RBI single for Kaysen Wildman, which is coming to the plate here in the top of the second inning, due up for Brewer. It'll be their 5, 6, and 7 batters, Anderson Clifford, Thomas Pelkey, and Dylan Neto. High school baseball on Ticket TV, brought to you by Doors Equipment Company, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all of your equipment needs, now offering 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select models. Visit doorsequipment.com.
Leading off the top of the second inning for Brewer. First baseman.
I was just enjoying the music.
Yes.
Clifford.
All right, Anderson Clifford throws left, bats right. First pitch by Bishop here in the second, dips low off the mid of Lord.
You don't see that a ton, do you? I mean, you're always trying to protect your throwing arm. His left arm is out in front.
Ricky Henderson was a right-handed batter, left-handed thrower. There haven't been a ton of them. 2 quick balls here to Anderson Clifford. And that's a called strike. And that one is high, ball 4.
Second walk for Bishop. 20 walks during the season in 34 innings, so.
Now batting left fielder, number 4, Thomas Pelkey.
That's something he does prolifically. See if Brewer plays for a run here and maybe lays down a bunt. Third baseman Josh Lorenzo in just on the edge of the grass.
Called strike. 0-1 to Thomas Pelkey, left fielder. Bishop to the plate, and the bunt is down, first base side. Nice work there by Pelkey, getting that ball down on the grass and advancing his teammate Anderson Clifford to second base. And those are the things, Ernie, you have to employ when you're struggling to score runs.
Yeah, that was a heck of a job by Pelkey. That pitch was up and in, and he was able to get his bat up there and put the ball on the ground, avoid getting hit by it, and advancing the runner to second base. And you're exactly right. We talked about this earlier, just the idea of you got to try to do what you can to manufacture runs when you're not scoring at a high rate. And now Brewer's got runner in scoring position and 1 out.
Pitch in the dirt. Good stop there by the catcher Lord. Ball 1 to Dylan Neto. And that pitch is going to run inside. 2-0 to the Brewer right fielder.
Yeah, Rogan Lloyd goes a step or 2 out toward the mound to talk to his pitcher, who's having a little bit of trouble with his control early in this contest.
2-0 pitch, and it's up and away. Parker Bouchard, the catcher, due up next.
7 batters, 4 3-ball counts early on.
And there's a called strike. 1-0 Broncos. Top of the second inning. Brewer with a runner at second base. 1 down. 3-1 the count. And that pitch is up and in. Ball 4. So 2 walks in this second inning for the right-hander Bodie Bishop. First and second now for Brewer.
Now batting the catcher.
And their catcher Bouchard coming to the plate.
Parker Bouchard.
And that one in at the letters. Bouchard looking down at the head coach, Dana Corey, manning that third base coach's box.
For a while, the Witches used to wear cards on their forearm.
And that one softly hit, but lands past the mound. Charging as a second baseman. Moores tries to pick it up barehanded, but cannot scoop it up. And that'll be an infield single for Parker Bouchard. Did not crush it for sure in on the hands, but fortunate for him, he got it up and over Bishop. And you could see at that point, Ernie, that might be trouble for the Broncos.
Yeah, it was like a broken bat hit is what it was, really. I don't know what happened there or where it hit exactly on the bat, but had all that action, and it got over Bishop. Once it did, it was going to be trouble for the Broncos. And now the Witches have the bases loaded.
And that one in tight to Aiden Barnard. He takes ball 1. Bodie Bishop trying to find some rhythm out there on the hill. The right-hander kicks, pitches. That's a call and strike. Leadoff batter Jake Perry in the on-deck area.
Number 9 batter for Brewer, and Bishop's just got to, even if he has to take a little off, he's just got to throw strikes here. Barnard will be waiting for one.
And it's right down the middle. 1-2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Barnard down in the count, though, 1-2. Lord, the catcher does have the receiver. He's wearing the receiver on the back of his belt. And that one just below the strike zone, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So he can hear the coach give him.
He's got a microphone in his
pitch.
Or pardon me, a headset of some sort on.
He can't communicate with the pitcher that way, but he can communicate or hear from the coach.
Guessing it's probably an earpiece.
Job by Barnard, get from 1-2 to 3-2 here. Put the pressure on Bishop to throw a strike.
Here's the pitch, and it's going to be high, ball 4, and that's going to force in a run. 3rd walk in the inning for Bodie Bishop, his 4th in the ball game. And that will give the Witches their first run, and it will tie up the ball game at 1 here in the top of the 2nd inning.
And John Perry headed to the mound to find out what's going on here. Is get 20 walks through the first 34 innings that he's pitched, and now he's gone 1 2/3 here, and he's walked, 4? And that produces a run for Brewer. Base is still loaded. Now the top of the order coming up. Just the 1 out, and that was a sacrifice.
Here's Jake Perry.
Now batting Brewers leadoff hitter, center fielder, number 11, Jake Perry.
Very active, first base dugout right now.
A chance for a big inning here. Top of the order coming up, and the base is already loaded.
Here's a good look at the windup by Bishop. Breaking pitch, a swing and a miss, but it's going to squirt through the catcher. Lord at the plate, and out at the plate is going to be Dylan Netto trying to score from third base. Good hustle there by Lord to get to the baseball.
Yeah, close
Here's a
play.
replay.
Yeah, ball bounces.
And look at the hustle by the pitcher, Bishop. Bang.
That's a
And
very
Bill
close
Patterson.
play. Let's see here what we got. Oh,
Watch that.
Watch that left hand.
Ooh, boy, that is close.
Looks like he might have been in there, but it's very close play. Goes as an out. Second out of the inning. Other base runners do not advance.
All right, 2-1 on the play for out number 2. And the pitch is in for a strike, so it's 0-2 to Perry.
It's a tough call, but if you're Brewer, you want to be aggressive on the base paths, too. You got a chance there. You got to take a shot at it. And he took a perfect play by Hampden to prevent the run from scoring.
Oh, good stop there by Lord. Sliding to his right, squaring up to that baseball, keeping it in front.
Took that high off the chest there and takes an extra second before he assumes the crouch, get his wind back.
And that's called strike 3, and that will do it for the Witches. They're going to strand 2. They had a runner thrown out at the plate, trying to score from third base. But they do pick up a run on the bases-loaded walk to Aiden Barnard after 1.5 here at Bordick Park. We are tied at 1 on Ticket TV.
After an inning and a half, we're tied.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Welcome back to high school baseball here on Ticket TV. Coming to you live from Bordick Park at Hampden Academy here tonight. Class A North matchup between the Brewer Witches, who are 7-7 coming into this ball game against the 8-6 Hampden Academy Broncos. And here is the second out once again in the top of the second inning. Swing and a miss there by Perry.
Ball didn't get too far away, really, but by that point, the runner's off. Let's see what we got on the left hand.
The umpire, Bill Patterson, getting in position there. He knows it's going to be a close one.
Oh, let's still go. So close.
Yeah, I think he might get in there with the left hand.
Yeah, I think so too. Matter of a couple of inches.
And it is again on our Greenway replay. Bill Patterson did not hesitate.
No, he didn't. Veteran umpire, as we said earlier, who's done a ton of games over the years.
Whether playing or just watching, baseball can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hampden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahampden.com. Caden Morin back to the hill for Brewer. Goes with the curveball, and it's in for strike 1. Josh Lorenzo, Bodie Bishop, Nixon Moores due up for the Broncos. 5, 6, and 7 in their lineup. A 1 pitch, and that one's in tight to Lorenzo. Brother playing for Southern Maine, I believe, isn't he? TJ?
I think so.
Breaking pitch, and a swing and a miss.
And Morin going more with the breaking ball here. First batter of the second inning after relying primarily on the fastball. in the bottom of the first.
One, two, and that one's fouled to the screen.
Oh, lucky for you.
Reed's just hanging on the screen there. Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. That's TJ Lorena. What am I thinking of?
Yeah, that's right. Is he playing for Southern Maine?
Yes.
Okay.
TJ, a freshman. Finance and business analytics major at University of Southern Maine, infielder and pitcher.
Yeah.
Played for the Broncos. My apologies for crossing Lorenzo with Lorena, but they're both Broncos. Breaking pitch, chop to third. Barnard had that one veer to the left of the bag at the last second. And that would have been an infield single. Bill Patterson making the call. Watch, you can see Barnard reaching into foul territory. Of course, the question is,
where was it when it went by the base?
Exactly.
See, it hit like the, I don't know if it hit the grass, but the lip of the grass leads into the dirt part of the base path there, and it almost looked like a little bit of an angle there where the ball might go the way that it did. It's just a tough call to make from this spot on the field.
Pitch taken for ball 3. So Josh Lorenzo.
Would have been a tough play for the third baseman for Brewer had the ball remained in fair territory, certainly. It was going off to the side rather than going right to that third baseman for the Witches, Aiden Bernard.
And that pitch is going to go to the backstop. It'll be ball 4. Lorenzo, the leadoff walk.
Second walk by Morin.
And the first one led to a run.
Yep, led off the first inning with a walk. Now leads off the bottom of the second with a walk.
And Nicholas Lorena, a member of this Hampden Academy Bronco team. Brother TJ, as we mentioned, playing for Southern Maine. Runner not going here. Pitch off the mid of Bouchard, and that's going to be a wild pitch. And Lorenzo now in scoring position. 1-0 the count on the pitcher, Bodie Bishop.
You know who else is going to Southern Maine? I didn't know until yesterday. Emmett Byther, the basketball player from Old Town.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's
good get.
A couple of other players from the area.
Southern Maine is recruiting in the state of Maine pretty hard here under their new coach.
Swing and a miss. One our score, bottom of the second inning. Broncos with a runner in scoring position, 1 ball and 1 strike. The count to Bodie Bishop. Opportunity to help his own cause here. Here's the pitch by Morin, and it is popped up high, left side, foul territory. Barnard battling the wind will hold on for out number 1. Here's a Greenway replay. That one struck pretty high in the air.
Sky high. Barnard gets over there, but the ball's moving as the wind is taking it out toward left field a little bit. You have to keep backing up and reaches back and makes the grab. Nice job there by Barnard for the first out of the inning without the runner advancing.
And this one's going to go to the backstop. Another wild pitch, and over to third base goes Lorenzo. 1-0 on the next batter, Nixon Moores.
Yeah, not much of a chance for Bouchard there. Combination of the velocity and the aim outside.
Now that I brought up TJ Lorena, I got to give you his numbers as a freshman for USM, playing for Scott Heath. 0-0 on the mound, 4.67 ERA, 8 appearances, 1 start. Gave up 16 hits and 17 in the third inning. Struck out 11, walked just 3.
He got some time on the mound.
And at the plate, not a ton of plate appearances. 13. He was 3 for 13. Had 3 RBIs. 2 balls and no strikes now to Nixon Moores.
It's the first year of the post-Ed Flaherty era, or is it second?
Second year.
Okay.
Yep. Moore takes a deep breath. His pitch, and this ball off the end of the bat. It's going to fade foul down the right side. 2 balls and 1 strike to Nixon Moores. First name spelled Nykson.
It's the first time I've seen it spelled like that, but works for him.
Worked for Mom. That's what it did.
Yeah, it did. Who knows where it comes from, but.
And Moore squaring, and the squeeze play was on, and now Lorenzo in a rundown throw to third. Barnard the tag, and out there. So they had the squeeze play on the pitch, a difficult pitch to bunt. Fastball high in the zone. You saw Moores try to get the angle on that bat to get that ball down, and then a brief rundown. Throw to third base, Barnard with the tag for the out.
Hampden trying to be aggressive on the base paths, but certainly a pitch that Moores could do nothing with other than try to get out of the way of it, which is not helpful when a guy's trying to come down the third base line, but no fault of Nixon's. Yeah.
2-2 pitch, and this one is fouled back. 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the second, 1-1 our score. Today's game brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home in style for a fraction of retail cost. Check them first, check them often. Do Green. Sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch count up to 33 for Morin. The right-hander winds his pitch, and it's fouled off the catcher. Goes to the backstop. Remind you of the local programming on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Get your morning started the roast way with the morning roast from 6 to 8 a.m. Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Tyler Cruz, Jeff Hoke. And then the drive will take you home. It was Mark Paulette and Ernie Clark, my broadcast partner this afternoon. Ernie hustling his way over here to Bordick Park, leaving the Greenway Equipment Studios.
Had plenty of time.
Yours truly, Aaron Jackson, rounding out the foursome on the drive, breaking pitch inside. And the count is full to Nixon Moores. Good look there at Caden Warren from the third base side. He's a deliberate worker. And a swing and a miss. Gets the job done here in the second inning, does Morin. And that'll do it for the Broncos. They do not score. Send just 3 men to the plate. Through 2 here at Bordick Park. 1-1 our score. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Second inning, no runs, no hits. There were no Brewer errors, and no one left on base.
With the great backyard comes great responsibility. From the keeper of the flame to the referee of the greatest game ever played. Lifelong memories start here at Glen Burn Landscape and Supply. Residential and commercial projects are a breeze with our premium mulch, stone, and topsoil products. And maintain your backyard in style with the industry's leading lawn care products and equipment. Built to work and built to last. With rugged durability and superior performance, these tools were built for you. Glen Burn Landscape and Supply, where great backyards begin.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
Buttons enough to.
Welcome back to Hampden Academy. We move to the third inning, high school baseball, here on Ticket TV. Bodie Bishop back to the hill for the Hampden Academy Broncos in this 1-1 ball game. 1 hit for each side. No errors as of yet in the ball game. Tonight's game brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at Tony'sFairwayAuto.com. Quick reminder of the upcoming live events on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Red Sox and Braves happening right now. We'll get a score on that one. Red Sox struggling, of course. We're swept by the Milwaukee Brewers. Braves and Sox tomorrow afternoon. Knicks and Pacers, Game 6 from Indiana. Braves lead 1-0 as we get the sad news from the production trailer.
Yeah, it's only one.
Yeah. Brewers offense is struggling. The Red Sox offense is struggling as well. Breaking pitch in, strike one. Leading things off for the Witches, their pitcher, Caden Morin, walked, was stranded at second base back in the first inning. Bishop's 1-1, low and outside. Game today brought to you by Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners, an upgraded food menu. Find show times and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. A called strike. Count evens up to Morin, Logan Littlefield, and Blake Littlefield to follow. Brewer leading the softball game 3-1. And there's called strike three. Morin is caught looking. That is strikeout number 4 in the ball game for Bodie Bishop.
Now batting the shortstop.
As they say, Ernie gets the all-important leadoff man here in the third inning.
Yes. Yes, he did that in the first inning, and Brewer didn't score. Bishop did not retire the leadoff batter in the second inning, and Anderson Clifford, who walked, came around to score the Witches run, and now Bishop retires Caden Morin and goes to work on Logan Littlefield.
Bishop, the 1-0 deal, and that one off the mid of Lord. Bending Logan Littlefield back away from the plate. 2-0 the count.
Nothing coming really easy for either one of these pitchers, however.
No, they are grinding out there, to say the least.
Yeah. Bishop had 40 pitches, 20 balls and 20 strikes through the first 2 innings.
And that breaking pitch misses high. It's 3-0 to Logan Littlefield, grounded out to second base back in the first inning. Kind of in that in-between period with the sun setting. Lights really haven't taken hold as of yet, but the process is beginning.
That's cool off, though.
Oh, yeah. 3-1 deal, and that's low. Ball 4. Down to first is Logan Littlefield.
5 walks now.
Now
for
batting
Bishop.
second baseman, number 24, Blake Littlefield.
Just trying to hold it together here in the early part of this game. And like we said before, try to find the range.
So they play next Tuesday for their final game of the regular season.
Strike into Blake Littlefield.
They played on the 27th. Today's the 30th, so they played on Tuesday. So they got some flexibility with their pitching staff that Brewer may not have because they've played, this is now their third game in 3 days. But Bishop has been the ace of the staff as well, so kind of hoping he can figure things out. As we're still just in the third inning.
Softball game behind us now in the top of the 6th inning. Brewer batting, holding a 3-1 lead over Hampden Academy. Bluff to first base. Littlefield back to the bag.
We're 10-4 coming into the game on the softball side. Hampden 7-7.
There goes the runner. One hopper back to the mound. Bishop to second, one over to first, and Wildman can't pull off the scoop. They do get the lead runner. Good job there by Bishop. Didn't rush things. Makes the play. Got squared up to the second base bag. Relay throw to first by Cody, a little low. And Wildman again couldn't pick it. Oh. Going to say interference at second base because he did go in standing, didn't he? We'll get a replay.
See that one more time.
We'll get a replay.
That was the call, however.
So we're going to get one right now.
Yeah,
Let's see.
Indeed, that winds up being a fielder's choice.
So Logan Littlefield, the runner.
Good
Blake
stab.
Littlefield, the batter.
Yeah, he never went down.
Yeah.
He never went down. And then Cody mentioned that fact after he made the throw to first base. So that's going to be.
All right, goes 1 to 6 for the out at second, and then base runner interference for out number 3. We played 2.5 here at Bordick Park, tied at 1 on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
1-1 our score through 2.5 here at Hampden Academy. Brewer taking on the Broncos. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. Getting the softball game going on right now. Top of the 6th inning. Brewer leading at 3-1. Those Bangor Brewer games going to be at Bangor on Monday on Ticket TV. We're back here at Hampden Academy with a softball-baseball double play as the Herman Hawks come to Hampden to take on the Broncos, all on Ticket TV. And then it's on to the postseason. We'll have some prelim action, quarterfinal action, semifinal action coming your way on Ticket TV. 1-0 pitch from Caden Morin. He blows it past the leadoff batter for the Broncos here in the third, Aiden Halsey. That breaking pitch is high. Morin lost his footing a bit after that delivery. Now Halsey is coming to the Waterfront concert venue.
She is?
Yes.
Okay. Count is now
2 balls and 2 strikes.
Indeed. You going to the Halsey concert, Jim?
I won't be, but I look forward to the reviews from others that may. 2-2. And that ball is raked through the left side. Going down for that low pitch was Aiden Halsey, and he strokes it to left field through the shortstop hole. That's a leadoff base hit. Broncos have their leadoff man on for the 3rd straight inning. Here's a look at it.
Best hit ball of the game so far there. Line drive, no play for the Brewer defense, and Halsey gets things going out of that number 8 spot in the batting order. Let's see if we see another bunt here from Logan Lord.
He is showing bunt. The pitch is high off the mid of Bouchard. No advancement by Aiden Halsey. 1-0 to Rogan Lord. Catcher, number 9 batter. Looking down at head coach John Perry, who's flashing the signs near that third base coach's box.
It's either a bunt or a take.
Yeah, he takes ball 2.
It's almost worth to put the bunt down, even if this is a take, just to distract the pitcher a little bit. Up 2-0 in the count.
And the second baseman, Blake Littlefield, charging in.
First baseman holding the bag.
3-0. Hampden might not need the bunt here.
No.
At least with this batter. Cody Dew up next. 3-0 pitch, and that's going to be in there for a strike. Throw down a second base runner taking off, and sliding in safely will be Halsey.
Yeah, Bouchard fell down as he went out to get the ball there, just in front of the plate. Oh, he just dropped it right beside him, but he picked it up through it, and might have fell down after him stepping on the plate, but Halsey able to get to second base for the second stolen base for the Broncos.
Let's take a look at the school profile for Brewer High School. There it is.
7:04 the enrollment. David Utterback, the athletic administrator, and Brent Slowakowski, the principal for the Witches. Did you know remnants from the 1779 Penobscot expedition, a failed American naval operation during the Revolutionary War, remain embedded in the Penobscot River near Brewer? These artifacts occasionally become visible at low tide.
No kidding.
I'm surprised nobody's gone out and dug that up.
Check that out.
Yeah. A little break here in the action. I'm not sure what's going on. They may be talking about.
Well, they know we have to get our school profiles in here, Ernie,
Yeah,
so let's go to Hampden Academy.
Yeah.
Well, we have the time.
7:61 the enrollment. Barry Terrell, the athletic administrator, and Reg Rule, the principal for the Broncos. Did you know during the War of 1812, British troops tried to seize Hampden's historic Martin Kinsley house until Mrs. Kinsley dumped a chamber pot on them from an upstairs window. I'll tell you, that's war right there, baby.
Wow, the old chamber pot.
Oh, man.
Save the Kinsley house.
Chamber pot upside the head. A lot of wars going on back then, huh?
Did you know?
Revolutionary War, War 1812, the Chamber Pot War. And ball 4 to Lord, and nice at bat there to get himself on base. Third walk for Morin.
This one is popped up right side. It's going to get out of play. Cody, first time up, a leadoff walk, scored the Hampden run, stole second. Came in on the base hit by Kason Wildman. 0-1 to Andrew. Pitch by Morin, breaking pitch, and it's going to be bunted foul over towards the Brewer dugout, 0-2. Tonight's game brought to you by Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company for the best in landscaping materials, and landscaping equipment. It's Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, 6 Wilson Way in Glenburn, and at glenburnlandscape.com. Brewer now leading 4-1 in the softball game. Hampden batting in the bottom of the 6th inning. The 0-2 delivery, and a swing and a miss. Cody could not lay off that pitch above the strike zone. Big strikeout there for Caden Morin.
Yeah, I guess the out without the runners moving up there. Again, the pitch out of the end zone, out of the strike zone, both high and inside. But
football's coming, Ernie. A few months away.
Well,
we'll be there.
Cooling off like it's a September night for football.
And laying off that one was Ashton O'Rourke. 3 strikeouts in the ball game now for Morin. Trying to keep this a 1-1 ball game as we play here in the bottom of the 3rd. And a swing and a miss. Hampden has just scored their 2nd run in the softball game to make it 4-2. That one runs inside.
Bottom of the 6th over there?
Yes. 2 balls and 1 strike to O'Rourke. Halsey at second, Lord at first. The pitch to Ashton, and it's up and in, 3-1. Tonight's game here from Bordick Park brought to you by Novus Auto Glass. Call them today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. Again, that's Novus Auto Glass in Bangor. Here's the pitch. And that one misses high. Ball 4. It's going to load him up. 2 walks in the inning issued by Caden Morin. Halsey over to 3rd, Lord to 2nd. O'Rourke now at 1st, and the dangerous Kason Wildman coming to the plate.
Yes, Wildman, 455 batting average coming into the game. 561 on-base percentage. Team high 16 RBIs. It's a big moment here for...
Does that count the one he had in the...
Yes.
Okay.
15 coming into the game.
Big spot in this one. Bottom of the 3rd, pitch down in the dirt, and it's going to be smothered there by the catcher, Bouchard. Tonight's game also brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at bangortire.com. And that pitch is high. Brewer just turned in 6-3 double play to end the bottom of the 6th inning. Now time called by Dana Corey. Count is 2-0 on the batter Wildman. And he wants to have a word with his right-handed pitcher, Caden Morin.
It's been a heck of a play. I heard Mark Paulette's call from here, Jim.
Giving you a little bit of the action from the turf here at Hampden Academy. You see the meeting of the minds on top of the hill there. Coach Corey wearing the helmet. Brewer infield and their battery of Morin and Bouchard. Wildman at the plate, a count of 2-0. Gavin Monyock due up next. Tonight's ball game also brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, the original Redemption Center of Old Town. For 30 years, they are family-owned and operated. Open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. The 2-0 from Morin. Breaking pitch. Grabs the zone. It's 2-1. Wildman last time up went hard on the ground opposite way towards his counterpart, Anderson Clifford at first base. A late high hop over the right shoulder of Clifford into right field for the RBI. Now the 2-1 deal, and it's high. 3-1, nowhere to put Kason Wildman. Now the Broncos are feeling it in the third base dugout.
I expect Wildman to be aggressive here, knowing that Morin has to come into the strike zone.
Morin's pitch, fastball, and a good one. Wildman could not catch up to that one.
No, good swing, better pitch.
Morin gets that fastball in the zone. It is.
They're not touching those ones.
No. Here's the payoff. And a swing and a miss. Couple of big-time pitches there for Caden Morin. Was behind in the count, 3-1, bases loaded, nowhere to put Wildman. And he busts a couple of high fastballs. That's the best hitter on this Bronco team for strike 3.
Yeah, that's always impressive there. 4th strikeout for Morin, and now 2 down. Chance to get out of this inning unscathed.
Woniak at the plate, goes with the bender there. Bends a little too much outside, ball 1. 4-3. Brewer leading Hampden. I'm not sure what transpired on that double play. I believe there were no outs at the time, so the Broncos.
They scored another run before it was all over, right?
And still batting in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 here on the scoreboard and the count as well. And now the catcher Bouchard going to make a trip to the hill. A reminder of our very simple philosophy, very simple formula here at Ticket TV. Ernie, you are an expert at this.
Well, it's simple, so I can handle it. It's free.
That's why we give it to you.
Ticket TV is always free.
You can. You could stop right there.
Yeah, that's good enough because you just figure out the rest of yourself,
right.
You know. But we'll tell you anyways. It's free when it's live, like tonight.
And later tonight.
Or in the morning. It's also free
next year
when it's on demand,
That's
right? For infinity. Curveball there by Morin to get ahead in the count, 1-2.
Now this would be a big-time squander, as Joe Castiglione would say, for the Broncos if they are unable to score here.
Gavin Monyock, let's see, hitting for the season here. 2-11 coming into the game.
Morin a chance to strike out the side. Leadoff single for Halsey. He's at third. Lord, the walk. Cody went down swinging. A walk to O'Rourke. Here's the pitch, and a good rip there by Monyauk, fouling it straight back. Had that pitch timed fairly well. Just couldn't hit it forward.
No, couldn't get enough on it. Get underneath it just
Rafael
a bit.
Devers early in the season was just saying, I just want to hit the ball forward. We were like, yes, we want you to. And he certainly has over the past 3, 4, 5 weeks here. Here's the pitch, and laying off it, Monyauk. He takes ball 2. Ooh, that softball game now tied at 4. Still in the bottom of the 6th inning. Yeah, it looks like the bottom of the 6th has come to an end. So 4-4 heading to the 7th inning on the turf at Hampden Academy on Ticket TV. Breaking pitch, called strike 3. Grab the inside corner. So Caden Morin was in a big-time jam. Bases loaded, 3-1 count to Kaysen Wildman. A couple of fastballs past Kaysen, and now he strikes out Gavin Monyauk on a 2-2 pitch to get out of the big-time jam here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We go to the 4th, tied at 1 on Ticket TV.
Hampden Academy Broncos 1.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped. Get sold. Next Home Experience.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
We have played 3 innings here at Bordick Park at Hampden Academy. Knotted at 1. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Hampden Academy Broncos. 1-1-0 for the Brewer Witches. Jim Churchill and Ernie Clark here in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Max Pottle, our producer and director. Kim Mitchell in the trailer as well. Actually, he's out of the trailer right now, making an adjustment to our camera behind home plate, but Kim on the scoreboard. And Sydney Hurst on our main cam here tonight. Thanks for joining us at 929theticket.com or on your ticket app. Our coverage of high school baseball this evening brought to you in part by Pushaw Energy. At Pushaw Energy, their goal is to provide heating fuel at the lowest possible cost. Give them a chance to be your oil company and you will not be disappointed. Offering on-call and automatic delivery service in the greater Bangor area. Call 949-9108 or visit pushawenergy.com. High school sports on Ticket TV, also brought to you by UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, call the ticket office at 581-BEAR or visit goblackbears.com/tickets.
In the top of the 4th inning.
You had Jude Killey on the drive this afternoon.
Indeed.
Kind of
talked about all kinds of things.
Rounding out the sports season, baseball coming to an end. Here's a chopper to third. Lorenzo will bring it down, fire across to Wildman. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning.
Haven't had many of those in this game. Really, a lot of it's walks and strikeouts for the most part. Not a lot of contact. But
now batting the left fielder.
Lorenzo was ready for it at third base for the Broncos.
Clifford retired. Now Pelkey to the plate. Thomas laid down a sacrifice bunt his first time up. Clifford walked and scored in the second. Bodie Bishop looking to find his rhythm here in the 4th inning. Misses. Off the mid of the catcher Lord, 1-0. Brewer batting in the top of the 7th inning on the softball diamond here at Hampden Academy. Pitch inside, 2-0. 4-4 the score. Bishop's 2-0, and that's down in the dirt. 3 balls and no strikes. Brewers 7-7. Hampden Academy at 8-6. Maybe after this batter we'll have Max put the Class A North standings back up there. That's a called strike. 3-1 to Pelkey. Neto due up next for the Witches. 3-1, swing and a miss. Bishop with 4 strikeouts, but 5 walks in the ball game. With just 1 hit, the pitch, and did he go? Home plate umpire,
yes.
Bill Patterson says yes. So there's strikeout number 5 for the Hampden righty.
Good comeback there by Bishop, getting down 3-0 in the count. There you see the standings. Everybody, 10 of the teams are in action today. Oxford Hills at Skowhegan, Brewer at Hampden, Messalonski at Mount Blue, Brunswick at Bangor, and Edward Little at Mount Ararat. So those standings could shake up a little bit here between now and 9:30 or so.
Ball 1 to Neto. He drew a walk.
Getting 16 games in the regular season, so.
Scoreboard just went out.
Oh, it did.
That's a called strike.
Oh, there it is.
Back.
Just a little extended blink.
Whoa! Wow. Ernie.
Oh, I didn't move.
That would have been.
I didn't necessarily trust your hand.
Come on.
I was going to take it off the face.
I was there.
Broke through there.
I had it.
Yeah, I saw you try to catch that foul ball the other day.
Well, I had to be a contortionist to try to come up with that one. It did go off my hand.
If you want it bad enough, you'll get it.
I know. Didn't want to get hurt, though. A breaking pitch inside.
Don't want to pull anything.
That's right. My age.
That was right at me, though. Now you're just too lazy to move. I trust that. I don't see any.
Trust that netting?
I don't see any fraying on it. Yeah, that was right between my eyes.
we would have been carting you off.
Oh,
Called strike 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bodie Bishop. Halfway through this one, tied at 1 on Ticket TV.
For Brewer in the top of the 4th inning,
wow, it had some.
No hits.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
All right, we are back here at Bordick Park. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, along with our Ticket TV team on hand for this matchup between the Brewer Witches and the Hampden Academy Broncos. Nothing decided, certainly as of yet. Halfway through this game, we are knotted at 1, and Brewer is going to the pen. And Caden Morin will move behind the plate. Parker Bouchard over to third base, and Ernie on the mound. It's the right-hander, Zach Arnold.
Zach Arnold making his second appearance in as many days in relief for Dana Corey. Pitched the 7th inning yesterday against Mount Ararat. Scoreless 7th inning as Mount Ararat wound up with a 4-1 victory, but scoreless relief effort from Arnold, and he's right back at it a day later.
Zach with a bit of a Jeff Reardon look out there on the hill. Sporting that excellent beard.
Yes. I bet he has no clue who Jeff Reardon is.
No, he wouldn't know, but
no,
maybe somebody in his family would.
He's probably modeling it after somebody else, more in his generation.
High school baseball on Ticket TV brought to you by Traditions Golf Club and Learning Center in Holden. The Traditions Course is open, of course, and carts now available on the course. After some swings, enjoy Pat's Pizza and some local craft brews at the bar. Route and Holden, just across the Brewer line.
Inning for the Broncos, third baseman, number 1, Josh Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, Bishop, and Moores due up for the Broncos, 5, 6, and 7 in John Perry's lineup.
Arnold, a senior, out of the bullpen.
A little off-speed pitch there, and that one's going to be off the hand of the first base coach.
And no error, though. He had to jump to make a play.
Had to leave the ground.
Caden Morin, 3 innings, 68 pitches, 37 strikes, 31 balls. Allowed 1 run on 2 hits, struck out 5, walked 4, and had a pair of wild pitches.
Up and away, 1-1 to Lorenzo.
Morin walked the first batter of the game, Andrew Cody, who came around to score, stole second, and scored on a 1-out single by Kason Wildman to give Hampden a 1-0 lead at the time.
This one popped up right side. Blake Littlefield there. He'll squeeze it for the first out.
Arnold not with the same velocity of Caden Morin, but pretty good job there on the opening batter. Throwing strikes.
Pitcher, number 17, Bodie Bishop.
Blake Littlefield making sure there with a two-handed catch.
Yeah, Lorenzo had a few words for Bishop at the plate to tell him perhaps a little bit about Arnold's pitching.
Yes, very different style, certainly. And as you mentioned, velocity. That one misses high. Ball 1 to Bishop. He fouled out to Barnard at third base. His first plate appearance. Again, Parker Bouchard has taken over at third now for Brewer. The pitch by Arnold. Slings it up there and misses outside. Breeze pulling out towards left. Here's the 2-0. And a swing and a miss. Bishop out in front of that delivery. Tonight's game brought to you by Hillside Athletics in Bangor. They proudly support high school softball and baseball. Home of the Bangor Babes training facility featuring hit tracks, spinball machines, indoor turf, and batting cages. Visit hillsideathletics.com or find them on Facebook. Make it 3-1 now on Bishop. The deal, and a foul tip off the catcher's mitt.
Red Sox 2, Braves 1 mid-4th.
Well, an uprising.
This is where it turns around right here.
Zach Arnold peering in for the sign. He has it. His payoff pitch, and this one is popped up foul third base side. Bouchard over for a look, but well out of play. So the count remains full. They have gone to extra innings, Ernie.
4-4.
On the softball diamond, 4-4 the score. As they head to the 8th. And that pitch misses high, ball 4. So a 1-out base runner here for the Broncos. Bodie Bishop down to first base, and the batter will be Nixon Moores.
We'll have a pinch runner here for the Broncos. I think it's Logan Powers, junior infielder.
Pinch running for the Broncos, number 5, Logan Powers.
So Powers now running at first base. Moore's coming to the plate.
Now batting the second baseman, number 6, Nixon Moores.
Broncos and Witches. Going at it here under the lights. Strike 1 to Moores. You'd have to say two fairly evenly matched squads.
Yeah, so many close games this year all over the place.
And this one is popped up in front of the plate. Arnold is going to back away, and the catcher Morin will make the catch for the second out. That's not a foul two. That is an F2 right there, Morin.
Handled it quite routinely there. I think the pitchers are kind of dominating the scene most areas of the state this year, which is why you get a lot of these low-scoring, close games. It's a lot of you hear about a lot of flamethrowers down to the south.
Now batting left fielder, number 10, Aiden Halsey.
Here is Halsey, the left fielder, has one of the two Bronco base hits. Wildman one, an RBI single in the first. Halsey a leadoff single in the third. Broncos had him loaded with just one out, did not score. Morin struck out the side.
Arnold faked a throw to first, and Arnold faked a throw back to the mound.
Ooh, there's a shot down the left side, foul.
Brewer's anticipating some action on the base pass by Logan Powers.
Two outs in the top of the eighth. Brewer with a runner at second base in the softball matchup. Runner going at first, breaking pitch, in for a strike, throw down a second, and the tag is there, and that is out number 3. Caden Morin, strong arm on the hill, and showing off that strong arm from behind the plate as well, gunning down the would-be base stealer. That's going to do it for the Broncos in the fourth. They're kept off the board for the third straight inning. Through 4, 1-1 our score on Ticket TV.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more, Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Back here at Bordick Park, Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark enjoying the between-inning music. Taking Ernie back to the 70s.
Flashback from my childhood. From Casey Kasem's American Top 40.
Yes.
Pitch run for Bodie Bishop, the Hampden pitcher, has re-entered.
All right, which is coming to the plate here in the top of the 5th inning. Bouchard,
Third baseman, number 32.
Arnold, and Perry do. Here's the rock and the fire, and a swing and a miss. Bouchard chasing after that high fastball. Well, they're going to the bottom of the 8th. Tied at 4 in the softball game on Ticket TV between Hampden Academy and Brewer. Breaking pitch. Goes around the plate, 1-1.
No ghost runners in high school baseball or softball.
No.
I don't really like that all that much.
Yeah, I know why they did it, and they don't do it in the postseason.
Right.
But
yeah, I can wait.
It's a bit
you could wait
quirky.
a couple more innings at least if you're going to do it in the regular season. Wait till
Maybe the 12th.
Yeah.
All right, we've had enough of this. It's time to put the ghost runner out there. 3-1 now to Bouchard.
Yeah. We get to the 3.5 hour mark. It's more than I need. It's I mean, you basically got to score twice to win, right, in a lot of those situations. Especially if you're the road team.
Called strike, 3-2. Tonight's game brought to you by Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Don't forget to stock up on your favorite sweets from Sweet Cheeks before or after the game. Locations in Verona Island, Ellsworth, and they are open 24/7 at 113 Main Road in Holden. That's Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Pitch is fouled back. Count remains full. 1-1 here in the baseball game, 4-4 in the softball game. Some cross-river rivals going at it. Called strike 3. Bouchard is caught looking. Another strikeout for Bodie Bishop.
7 now in the game, including the last 3 batters he's faced.
Now batting the pitcher, number 33, Zach Arnold.
Zach Arnold, his first at bat in the ball game since taking over on the mound. Through a scoreless 4th inning for Brewer. Takes ball 1 here from Bishop. Aiden Barnard picked up the only RBI for the Witches so far in this one with a bases loaded walk. That's a called strike. And make it 1-2 now on Zach Arnold. Bishop deals, and this one is chopped left side. Lorenzo the charge, takes his time. Couple crow hops, throws to first, and plenty of time for the second out.
Yeah, Bishop looks to have settled down here. He's retired the last 5 he's faced. And in addition to that, had that double play of sorts with a force out at second, followed by an interference call to end the 3rd inning. Really hasn't had much trouble since he stopped walking people.
2 outs, bases empty. Breaking pitch downstairs to Jake Perry. Jake 0 for 2, a couple strikeouts. Some noise from behind us. And Perry puts it in the air right side. Wildman, the first baseman, is there, and he'll make the two-handed catch. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Bodie Bishop. Had one in the 4th, has another one here in the 5th, so he is settling in. Hampden coming to the plate in the bottom of the 5th inning. We are tied at 1 on Ticket TV.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we are in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
Oh, I don't know if we had.
All right, we are back here at Bordick Park. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Good look at Bordick Park right there from up on the hill. Tie ball game, 1-1 our score. Just 3 hits in the game. Broncos got a run in the bottom of the 1st inning. RBI single by Kaysen Wildman, which has picked up a run on a bases loaded walk in the 2nd. And that is your scoring in this one. Zach Arnold back to the mound, his 2nd inning of work in relief of the starter Caden Morin. High school baseball on Ticket TV brought to you in part by North Star Waste and Recycling in Brewer. Call 989-4000. And there is a look at the seniors for the Broncos. They wanted to give them their due. Those posters, or we'll call them posters, are a ways away, and you see the 9 seniors there for the Hampden Academy Broncos being honored on the right field fence.
A defensive replacement for Brewer Cooper Charette, number 6. He is a junior, is in at third base to replace Parker Bouchard.
Wow. That corner is hot over there. That's the third different witch.
Yeah, everybody gets 2 innings
to play there. Zach Arnold with a breaking pitch. It's outside. Leading things off here in the 5th, the batter was at the plate when Bodie Bishop was caught trying to steal second base. And he takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to Aiden Halsey. He'll be followed by Rogan Lord, and then back to the top of the lineup and Andrew Cody.
Yeah, we mentioned that caught stealing there. That was pretty impressive play by Caden Moore, and that was a curveball, and Powers has good speed, but
a bullet.
Not enough to overcome the throwing of Caden Moore, who had already thrown 68 pitches in the game before taking over at catcher in the last inning.
Well, the softball game marches on over there. They're now in the top of the 9th inning. Pitch is outside. 3-1. And this one served into shallow right center field. Back, though, is Blake Littlefield. He'll get there and make the catch for out number 1. Littlefield retreating onto the outfield grass to make the play.
That ball not hit all that high. He got back there quickly.
Number 11, Rogan Lord.
A little bit farther would have been that no man's land between the 2 outfielders and second baseman, but Littlefield makes the routine catch to keep the leadoff batter off the base paths for Hampden.
Breaking pitch, called strike 1 to Rogan Lord. He walked in the 3rd inning. That was Hampden's biggest opportunity so far to tack on some runs after the 1 run in the 1st inning. That breaking pitch outside, 1-1. Again, bases loaded, just 1 out. The count was 3-1 on Kason Wildman, the Broncos' best hitter. Nowhere to put him. 2 blazing fastballs from Cade Morin past Wildman, and then he caught Gavin Monyock looking to end the inning.
That was the end of
Morin's
day on the mound.
He finished with a flourish in his 3 innings of work. 2-1 on Lord. Breaking pitch just off the plate. 3-1.
Arnold working that outside corner. Just a little bit wide the last couple of times.
Wind whipping pretty good here at Bordick Park right now. Flags are stretched out. High foul ball is going to get out of play.
Glad this is not an April night. Let me sit in here shivering.
Whoa. Some papers being tossed about here in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth right behind home plate. Lost a pen, Ernie.
Okay.
Oh, here it is down here.
I didn't see it.
In the rocks. Payoff pitch. Ground ball to short. Logan Littlefield charging in, and he fires over to first for the 2nd out. 2 down for the Broncos here in the bottom of the 5th inning in this tie ball game. High school baseball on Ticket TV, also brought to you by Saliba's Rug Cleaners. For over 70 years, family-owned Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor has been cleaning and repairing rugs with care. Visit their new location at 69 Hillside Avenue or get a free quote at salibasrugcleaners.com. Clean rugs for a healthy home. Here's Cody. Andrew 0 for 1 with a walk, run scored. Takes ball 1. They now go to the bottom of the 9th inning in the softball game between Brewer and Hampden, still tied at 4. One missing outside. Morin trying to pull it into the zone, but Bill Patterson not buying it.
Not fooled at all. Morin does that with pretty much every pitch.
Here's a strike. Inside edge, 2-1 on Cody. Arnold back to work, and he misses up and away. Tonight's game brought to you by Hannaford Bar Harbor. They are proud to support local youth sports, including high school softball and baseball. Visit them at 86 Cottage Street in Bar Harbor for fresh food, friendly service, and a commitment to their community. Learn more at hannaford.com. Fastball popped up. Blake Littlefield or Logan Littlefield. Which Littlefield will get it? It's going to be Blake. His side of the diamond. That's out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for Zach Arnold. He has faced the minimum in his 2 innings of work. We go to the 6th inning. Brewer coming to the plate. We are knotted at 1 here on Ticket TV.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped, get sold. Next Home Experience.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
All right, Sportic Park under the lights. 1-1 ball game, which is of Brewer High School coming to the plate here in the top of the 6th inning. Just 2 runs in this one, just 3 hits. Bodie Bishop has settled in. Due up for Brewer here in their half of the 6th inning. It'll be their 2, 3, and 4 batters, Caden Morin, Logan Littlefield, and Blake Littlefield. The 2nd annual Ticket Awards, they're coming to Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor and Ticket TV on June 23rd. It all starts with you. Fan voting underway at 929theticket.com or on your ticket app. Voting for the winter sports season now underway. The fall sports season voting has concluded. We'll also have voting in our special categories and for the spring sports season over the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned for ways to win your tickets to the 2025 Ticket Awards. Again, there will be 28 awards handed out, Ernie, and looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's we did it for the first time last year, and it worked very well. And we're back at it this year, and now we're voting on the winter candidates and kind of waiting to see what happens with the spring candidates here over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, winter voting on the high school boys basketball player of the year, high school girls basketball player of the year, high school basketball team of the year, high school hockey player of the year, high school hockey team of the year, and the indoor track athlete of the year as well. 1 ball and 1 strike to Caden Moore, now behind the plate. Pitched the first 3 innings for Brewer. Takes a big rip there. Foul tips it into the mid of Rogan Lord.
Yeah, Bodie Bishop still out there. 78 pitches through 5.
Breaking pitch, and that ball is lined, but the leaping Andrew Cody will haul it down. Struck well there by Caden Warren. Thought he had a line drive single to left field, but Cody went high and brought it down and then threw it past his.
that wasn't the hit. That was afterwards, yeah. Yeah, Cody, not the tallest shortstop out there, but great timing on that. Ball hit well by Morin, and certainly a leadoff hit if it gets over his head. But
we may have that catch from another angle. Pitch is on the inner half of the strike zone to Logan Littlefield.
Here we go.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yep.
Combo deal there. Yep. Off the bat and then into the glove of the leaping Andrew Cody. 1-1 now to Logan. 0 for 1 with a walk for the Brewer shortstop. Hampden softball batting in a 4-4 game. Extra innings, bottom of the 9th inning. Looks like the bases are empty for the Broncos. Ooh, a bad looking pitch there, but it's ball 2. Two one. Runs inside, almost got a piece of Logan Littlefield, but he spins away from it.
There is some action in the Hampden bullpen. Right-hander working. Again, Bishop up in the mid-80s now on the pitch count.
This one is slammed to the right side off the sidewall. Check that number.
Did you see the number?
I do. I think it might be.
What number is it? 15?
Yeah. It's either 15 or 16.
Okay, 15 is Jacob Kelly. 16 is Nicholas Lorena.
I think it's 16.
Could be either one.
Ground ball towards the middle. Cody, the charge, scoops it up, flips to first for the second out.
Yeah, there's Cody, the veteran shortstop. Moved over from second base this year, but he's showing you what he's made of defensively here in this inning. Nice play there on a slow hit ball up the middle.
Batting the second baseman, number 24, Blake Littlefield.
Really hasn't been a lot of action for the defenses for the most part, but it's picking up here in the last inning or two.
2 outs, bases empty. Here's Blake Littlefield. Takes a pitch outside. Blake is 0 for 2. Well, if Mark Paulette thought he was going to have a quick night at the softball game,
oh boy,
it's not happening for the Ticket TV broadcaster. They go to the 10th inning, tied at 4.
He had half his equipment already put up in that bottom of the 6th.
2-1, the count on Blake Littlefield. Great game. 2 great games.
Yeah.
Both tied. This one in regulation. That one in the 3rd extra inning. Bounder foul, first base way. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Bishop's done a nice job of kind of pitching his way into the game. Hasn't walked anybody since the 3rd inning. Seems to be much more relaxed out there.
And that ball hit high to left field, getting a little boost from the breeze, but the catch will be made out there in deep left center field by Aiden Halsey, and that will do it for the Witches. They are retired in order for the 3rd straight inning. We played 5.5 here at Bordick Park, still knotted at 1 on Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Due up for the Hampden Academy Broncos here in the bottom of the 6th inning. It'll be their 2, 3, and 4 batters, Ashton O'Rourke, Kaysen Wildman, and Gavin Moniak. 1-1 ball game between the Brewer Witches and the Hampden Academy Broncos. High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by Greenway Equipment Sales. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer from the Smith Brothers, your local John Deere dealers. We're also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Main Street in Bangor, and Union Street in Bangor as well. Zach Arnold preparing for his 3rd inning of relief work here against the Hampden Academy Broncos. He's faced the minimum over 2 innings. Did walk a batter, Bodie Bishop, in the 4th inning, his 1st inning of work after relieving Caden Morin, but Bishop was caught trying to swipe second base.
Pinch runner.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That's
Logan
right.
Powers.
That's right. Logan
Yeah.
Powers caught stealing.
Got the Bronco, bottom of the 6th inning. Right fielder, number 2, Ashton O'Rourke.
All right, O'Rourke to start things here for Hampden Academy. 0 for 1 with a walk. Broncos scored in the 1st. Witches scored in the 2nd. That's been it. Arnold's pitch is going to be down in the dirt. One ball and no strikes to the Bronco right fielder. Here's Arnold's pitch, and it misses high, 2-0. Take a look at the recent results and upcoming schedule for the Witches and then the Broncos after this batter. The regular season winding down. Final day for regular season action next Wednesday. We'll have a lacrosse game on Wednesday right here at Hampden Academy. A pitch inside, 3-0.
Yeah, Roke will take a couple now here. His job is just to get on base however he can.
Prelims in high school baseball and softball on the 10th. Quarterfinals on the 12th. Semifinals on the 14th. There's a called strike.
Yeah, most of the games will wind up on the 3rd. The 4th is pretty much a makeup day.
3-1. In the air. Shallow left center field. Perry will get there to make the play, and the leadoff man is retired.
Good job there by Zach Arnold, falling behind 3-0 in the count. And
now batting the first baseman, number 12.
Ball carried a bit.
Wildman.
The Wild Man is at the plate. Kaysen. Mr. Kimball, the PA announcer.
Give him a little
This is his
Tasmanian
favorite name.
devil look. Yeah.
And breaking pitch misses outside. Kaysen, an RBI base hit back in the 1st inning. Went down swinging in a big at bat against Cade Morin. 1-0 pitch, and that ball is fair inside the third base bag down the line. And here's Wildman going for 2, and he will get there. Left fielder for the Witches, Thomas Pelkey, got to the baseball and maybe didn't think Wildman was going to go for 2, but Kaysen did not hesitate.
Yeah, he surprised him a little bit. Well, watch this ball hop off the lip of the infield outfield.
See,
he dropped it there.
Oh, there you go. Did not see that initially, so Wildman. No, I'm going to give him a double.
I am too.
I think he would have.
He never really slowed up either. He was
did not
looking to get the extra base. His second hit, gets 3 hits for Hampden, 2 by Wildman.
Now batting the center fielder, number 20.
First extra base hit of the game.
Gavin Moniak at the plate, 1 out. Potential go-ahead run at second base. Moniak 0 for 2. Here's the pitch by Arnold. And that little slide piece in there for a strike. Brewer's softball team does not score in the top of the 10th inning, so they're heading to the bottom of the 10th. Broncos coming to the plate with a chance to walk it off in the third extra inning. Monyauk can't catch up to that high, hard one there. Arnold throws a lot of breaking stuff, a lot of soft stuff, so when he reaches back for a little extra, it looks even harder than it is.
And he's largely kept it around the plate.
Time called just as Zach was getting set to deliver that pitch. Josh Lorenzo due up next for the Broncos. And that one in the dirt. Good stop there by Morin. Want to keep that runner off third base with less than 2 outs. Monyauk down on the count here, 1-2. Here's the Zach Arnold pitch, and it's a bit high. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Broncos out hitting the Witches now 3-1. Here's the 2-2. Inside, ball.
It got him.
It got him.
Monyauk
nicked by the pitch.
Number 13. You could hear it.
He is a master of.
Yeah. I don't know that he. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like he's any closer to the plate than anybody else either, but he just has a knack.
All right, let's take a. Here's the pitch from another angle, and he was.
Yeah.
Legitimately trying to get away from that pitch, but nicked him.
Had him on the upper arm there.
Let's take a look at the recent results. Upcoming schedule for the Brewer Witches. Picked up a win at MDI.
Josh Lorenzo.
And suffered that loss to Mount Ararat you were talking about earlier.
Yesterday, Mount Ararat, the #1 team in A North, with just the 2 losses. And then rivalry game across the river at Mansfield Stadium on
Monday.
Monday, right? Monday the 2nd to close out the regular season.
All right, bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 our score. Runners at first and second for Hampden Academy. First pitch a ball to the number 5 batter, Josh Lorenzo. And a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. Take a look at the Bronco recent results and upcoming schedule. A couple of tough losses, Ernie.
Yeah, one in the 10th inning to Bangor and one in the bottom of the 7th at Mount Blue. They will play one of the better B teams in the region, the Herman Hawks, on Ticket TV next Tuesday evening right here at Bordick Park before they learn of their postseason fate.
All right, Brewer has scored 2. I didn't catch that on the scoreboard earlier. They've scored 2 in the softball game in the top of the 10th, so they lead Hampden 6-4. The Broncos batting in the bottom of the 10th inning. Two balls, 2 strikes. Key batter in this ball game, certainly.
Yeah, Lorenzo had a big hit in the earlier meeting between these 2 teams back on the 17th of May. A 3-run triple, a 3-run double in the 3rd inning to give them a 3-0 lead, and now he takes one up.
He gets hit on the back after spinning away from that pitch and is going to load up the bases. So 2 straight hit batsmen after the double by Wildman. And here comes Dana Corey out of that first base dugout. Batter is going to be Bodie Bishop.
Bishop was, check his stats here real quick. 225, a couple of doubles, 6 RBIs, 10 runs scored.
High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Also brought to you by Northeast Driving School, the sponsor of our pregame show. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course.
Arnold's going to stay in. Talking strategy here with the bases loaded.
Now batting for the Broncos.
Force out at every base for the
Bishop.
Witches, but I'm sure they'd like to come home first if they can, unless they can assure themselves a double play.
Here's a pitch by Arnold. I think it's a line drive base hit to left field off the bat of Bodie Bishop. Pitch was up in the zone. It is driven into left field, and it's going to plate 2. Scoring from third, Case and Wildman right behind him, Gavin Moniak. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the bottom of the 6th. It's 3-1 Hampden Academy.
Well, they just hit 2 batters looking for a strike. That one up in the zone, as you mentioned, maybe even a little high out of the zone. But Bishop went and got it sharply into left field, and 2-run score without being contested. And
pitching change here for the Witches now. It was interesting. Dana Corey, as he walked back to the dugout, he turned around and took a couple of steps towards the infield. Now, he had his hand up. I thought they were asking for time. A split second before that pitch came in. And not sure what was going on there. But anyway, picking on the first pitch, Bodie Bishop lacing one into left field to score a couple of teammates. So it's now 3-1 Broncos here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
I may have a pinch runner.
Now pitching for the Witches, number 2, Aiden Barnard, re-entering the game.
Barnard re-entering the game. He was in the number 9 spot at third base, taken out of that number 9 spot in favor of Zach Arnold when he took over on the mound. So Barnard back into the game and on the mound here for Brewer, trying to maintain a 2-run deficit for the Witches. High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Heroes is the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com. See Barnard going through his warm-up tosses here. For Brewer, due up in the top of the 7th inning. Witches will be down by at least 2. It's going to be Anderson Clifford, Thomas Pelkey, and Dylan Netto. They're 5, 6, and 7 batters.
Pinch hitting for the Broncos, number 8, Isaac Kleemer.
And Isaac Kleemer, one of the seniors for Isaac Leemer, excuse me.
Yeah.
One of the seniors for the Broncos will step to the plate. Here's the pitch by Barnard, and it's a called strike.
Arnold pitched 2 1/3, gave up so far 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 walk, no strikeouts, and a couple of hit batters.
Breaking pitch, hit softly right side to his left, and squeezing it will be Blake Littlefield for the 2nd out. So Barnard gets the first batter he faces in this ball game. Leemer was batting for Nixon Moores, the 2nd baseman.
Now batting the left fielder, number 10, Aiden Halsey.
Red Sox and Braves playing right now. Action on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. Red Sox leading that one 3-1 in the top of the 6th inning.
Does Corlett Giolito go beyond 4 innings?
He actually pitched 7 his last time out.
Okay.
I think he only gave up 1 run, but they still lost. Breaking pitch outside.
I say that because he pulls a lot of guys out with 4 2/3 innings.
Called strike. And Halsey, the left fielder up there, down on the count, 1-2. 2 outs, 2 runs in, 2 men on. The pitch, and a swing and a miss. Strike 3, that'll do it for the Broncos, but they score 2 on the 2-run base hit by Bodie Bishop. We go to the 7th inning, Witches need 2 to keep this one going. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
We've got your truck at Darling's Bangor Ford. Right now, Darling's has lots of trucks and lots of great deals. Mavericks, Rangers, Lightnings, dozens of F-150s, and powerful workhorses of the Ford Super Duty line. Our staff will find the perfect truck for you. Whether you're buying a new truck for the family, work, or fun, we've got your truck at Darling's Bangor Ford. You'll do better at Darling's.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union, we keep you mobile.
Welcome back to Bordick Park here at Hampden Academy. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Top of the 7th inning. Hampden just scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. They lead it 3-1, seeking their 9th win of the season against 6 losses. Brewer 7-7 coming into this one. Bodie Bishop still out there for the Broncos, trying to put the finishing touches on this one. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Hampden Academy. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors for the Brewer Witches. And the offensive struggles continue for Brewer. We'll see if they can tie this one up at the very least here in the 7th inning.
93 pitches through 6 innings for Bodie Bishop. 110 is the magic number, so he's going to not want to be walking people. There is action in the Hampden bullpen, and just in case he can't get to 110 or Brewer mounts a rally against him.
Leading off for Brewer in the top of the 7th inning, first baseman number 1, Anderson Clifford.
5 walks for Bishop, but none since the 3rd inning.
Pitch is in for a strike from Bodie. Well, the first 2-3 innings were a bit of a grind for the Hampden right-hander, but over the last 3 innings, Ernie, he has been finding that strike zone consistently and mowing down the Witches.
Yeah, he's just so relaxed out there now. He's retired, 3, 6, 9 in a row. I don't know how you count that interference play into it.
And misses there for the breaking pitch.
After walking 5 of the first 12 batters he faced.
And strike 3.
Curveball there. 7th, 8th strikeout of the game for Bishop. Looking to improve his record on the mound to 5-1.
Thomas Pelkey.
1 down. Base is empty for Thomas Pelkey. That's in there for a strike.
Is the softball game over?
Well, lost touch a little bit. The pitch is in there for a strike. I don't know if it's ended or what the case is behind us on the turf. Oh, 2 and a swing and a miss. And Bishop finishing with a flourish himself here in this ball game. Well, if it was interference, I mean, that was an out.
Well, they get 2 outs on that play.
Right.
So, I guess what I'm asking is, so you add that to the 9.
Yes.
Okay, so 11 and 2 is 13 in a row.
Yep.
Dylan Neto.
Well, okay, I guess you can't go farther beyond that because the kid did walk to get on base.
12,
yeah.
right?
Well, it'd be, yeah.
11 plus 1.
Well, they got 2 on that one play, though. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh. Pitch down in the dirt off the mask of Rogan Lord. 1-1 the count to Neto.
I would say 12.
Yeah. Because they're saying the guy would have been out if the interference didn't happen.
Right. And the guy before him did reach base. Yeah.
Either number, very good.
It's pretty good. Like I said, he walked 5 of the first 12 he played, so he's had quite a turnaround here from first half of game to second half of game.
One and two the count. Pitch is high. Stay tuned after the ball game for the McDonald's post-game show. We will have game highlights, Ernie's recap of this ball game between Brewer and Hampden. We'll announce the play of the game and the player of the game as well. Close call there. Full count to Neto. This one is popped up foul off to the right on a play.
.106 pitches now.
Payoff. Up and in. Ball 4. So Neto works the walk.
That's pitch one, unofficially, pitch 107. And John Perry's coming to the mound right now. See if he makes the move or gives Bishop a chance to finish the game against one more batter. Again, it's a 2-run game.
Bishop still holding on to that baseball.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to let it go at this point. I've come this far, especially the way the game started. He can pitch. He can go past 110 to pitch to the batter that starts before the 110th pitch. So he can face this next batter, and I think John Perry's going to stay with him. That's a good call there, I think.
Coach Perry departs. And Bodie Bishop will be facing the third baseman for the Brewer Witches in this ball game, Cooper Charette. And that one is a called strike right down the pike. Bit low. And a swing and a miss by Charette. It's 1-2. Once again, the Broncos 1 strike away from win number 9. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Bodie Bishop finishes it off with a strikeout. He strikes out the side here in the 7th inning. And the Broncos will pick up the 3-1 victory over the Brewer Witches. Hampden Academy improves to 9-6 on the season. Brewer falls to 7-8. Keep it right here on Ticket TV. The McDonald's postgame show up next.
Final score today in a close battle here.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped. Get sold. Next Home Experience.
Back here at Bordick Park, 3-1 the final score. The Hampden Academy Broncos score the win over the Brewer Witches with 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors for Hampden Academy. 1-0 for the Brewer Witches. Welcome into the McDonald's postgame show, brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street in Bangor, Union Street in Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Low-scoring tussle throughout in this one. Broncos finally breaking through with that 2 spot in the bottom of the 6th inning to bring home their 9th win of the season. Let's get to the game highlights. Game highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Skies were a little brighter at this point.
Yes, daylight.
Jason Wildman.
That's a Wildman single.
Tough hop there for Anderson Clifford.
Right field, and that drove home Andrew Cody with the game's first run in the bottom of the 1st. Here's a bases-loaded walk to Aiden Bernard to deliver the tying run. And that's the way it stood for quite a while. Nice play here defensively as Brewer tries to score on the short, wild pitch, and good hustle there with Rogan Lord throwing it to Bishop for the tag, and now
squeeze play
gets found out and cut down by Brewer. Now we move into the darkness. Bases loaded, and there's the base hit by Bodie Bishop to left field. And 2 runs are going to score to break the tie. Kason Wildman from 3rd, Gavin Monyock from 2nd. It's 3-1 Hampden.
Here's the final pitch of the night.
As Bishop struck out the side around a walk in the top of the 7th. And the Hampden Academy Broncos complete the regular season sweep over the Brewer Witches 3-1.
High school sports on Ticket TV, presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Call them at 942-2226 or visit LevesqueSupply.com. We're also presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, 240 West Old Town Road in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Ernie, you ready with the recap, or you got some more math to do over there?
Nope. I do the basic math, and I call that good because that's all I got in me. Not a lot of math tonight. Excuse me. Final score, once again, Hampden Academy 3 and Brewer 1. Hampden is now 9-6 on the season, and Brewer drops to 7-8. Hampden with 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and left 5 on base. Leading the way for the Broncos offensively, Kason Wildman with a double and a single, a run scored and an RBI, and Bodie Bishop 1 for 2 with a walk, a single to left field in the bottom of the 6th to drive home 2 runs, the go-ahead runs as it turned out to be for the Broncos. The other hit for Hampden Academy went to Aiden Halsey, that a leadoff single in the 3rd inning. For the Brewer Witches, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 4 left. The lone hit was a little infield hit, a little kind of soft liner pop-up that got behind the pitcher in front of the second baseman by Parker Bouchard in the 2nd inning that Hampden was unable to make a play on. Went for an infield hit at the Witches, who had they had scored a run. Actually, they went on to score a run. The next batter, Aiden Bernard, walked with the bases loaded in that inning before Bishop struck out Perry to end or deny further damage there with the inning ending out, and that tied the game at 1. Let's see what else we've got here. Not a heck of a lot. Winning pitcher is
Bodie.
Bishop, complete game, 111 pitches, 62 for strikes, 49 balls, 1 hit, 1 earned run, struck out 10, walked 7. And the batter he struck out to end the game, Cooper Charette, was going to be the last batter that he faced, having reached the 110 pitch count. The losing pitcher in this game is Zach Arnold, was into his 3rd inning of work in the bottom of the 6th. Allowed a 1-out double to Kason Wildman, and then hit Monyock and Lorenzo back-to-back to load the bases before Bishop hit the first pitch he saw after a trip to the mound by Dana Corey, the Brewer coach. Hit the first pitch he saw into left field for the 2-run single that delivered the winning runs for the Broncos.
All right, thank you very much, Ernie, for that game recap presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course in Old Town. Coverage of high school sports on Ticket TV also brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union, Acadia FCU, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. We're also brought to you by Darlings in Bangor, Ellsworth, and Newport. With a great selection and great service, they're ready to put you behind the wheel. Visit darlings.com or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings. All right, time now for our McDonald's play of the game. It comes in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1-1 the score. Bases loaded for the pitcher. Bodie Bishop doing it on the hill and here at the plate.
Yeah, didn't wait. Got a high pitch up in the strike zone and drilled it to left field through the shortstop hole. And Kason Wildman and Gavin Monyock scored from 3rd and 2nd bases respectively. And the long-standing 1-1 tie was broken. Give an honorable mention to Andrew Cody, the shortstop, for making a leaping catch of a line drive off the bat of Caden Moran to lead off the top of the 6th inning. And then actually on the next play came in and charged a slowly hit grounder behind the mound and made a nice play there. But hard to argue with the 2-run single that delivers the winning runs in a 3-1 victory for Hampden Academy as our play of the game.
All right, we move down to our Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center player of the game. Some games, it's a tough choice, Ernie, but
not
I think
tonight.
in this one,
no,
that is not the case.
Not tonight. Bodie Bishop, the winning hit, as we just saw, the 2-run single, but got it out. Struggled a bit for the first half of the game, but then controlled things on the mound in the second half of the game. Again, retired 12 in a row at one point, and retired 13 of the last 14 batters he faced, including 6 by strikeout there from the end of the 3rd inning on, and picked up the win to improve his pitching record to 5-1 on the season, and also 2 key RBIs as Hampden looking to try to get to that 4 spot in the standings so they can host a quarterfinal. This certainly didn't hurt as they pulled off the win this evening. A lot of it depends on how Oxford Hills, which currently holds a 4 spot, they were at Skowhegan this afternoon. I think Hampden can pick up a few more heel points against a 7-win Brewer team than Oxford Hills can against a 5-win Skowhegan team. But that leaves each with 1 game left in the regular season to kind of determine how that battle for 4th place works out.
All right. So congrats to Bodie Bishop. He is our Heroes player of the game. All right, we do have a final from the softball game. 6-5 Brewer in 10 innings picks up the victory over Hampden Academy. So a split here tonight at Hampden as the Witches win the softball game, but the Broncos win the baseball game here at Bordick Park. All right, a quick look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. Again, that softball game has gone final. Monday night, it is Bangor hosting Brewer in softball and baseball. We'll have those games for you on Ticket TV. And then on Tuesday, we are back here at Hampden Academy for a softball-baseball double play beginning at 7 p.m. Beyond that, postseason action here on Ticket TV. Well, I should say on Wednesday, the 4th of June, we will have high school lacrosse on Ticket TV, also from Hampden Academy. I believe it is Mount Blue taking on the Broncos in that game in lacrosse, I should say, here on Ticket TV, and then we'll have some postseason action for you in the prelims, quarterfinals, and we'll have semifinal action as well. All right, thanks to our crew here tonight. We did make some adjustments. We'll see how far off this is, but not too far off. We moved Kim Mitchell from camera on the softball game over here. Peter Paulette took over on camera over there. So Max Pottle, our producer and director, also provided the graphics for us. He did not do the scoreboard here tonight. That was Kim Mitchell, did a great job. And Sydney Hurst also did a great job on our main camera as well. Ernie, thank you. We will see you first of next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jim Churchill saying good night from Bordick Park. There's your final score. The Hampden Academy Broncos improved to 9-6. They defeat the Brewer Witches by a final score of 3-1. Thanks for joining us. That's going to do it. This has been High School Baseball on Ticket TV.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food, stay for the friends.
High School Sports on Ticket TV has been brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Bangor, Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street, Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Next Home Experience. Get lubed and get sold with Next Home Experience. Hidden Meadows Golf Course in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Heroes is the place to be. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-BEAR. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's education for 56 years. Ticket TV is also brought to you by Darling's Auto Group, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Doors Equipment Company, Union Street Towing, Pushaw Energy, The Fitch Company, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place, Hillside Athletics, UMaine Early College, Bangor Tire Company, Old Town Redemption Center, Pat's Pizza in Hampden, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Traditions Golf Course, North Star Waste and Recycling, Bar Harbor Hannaford, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Hopkins Energy, Coastal Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, and Thomas College. High School Sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and 92.9 The Ticket.